Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is a little bit different kind of video. I will be uploading later in the day as well, but I kind of wanted to just address this because this is currently an event that's happening in our community. I'm not going to put gameplay over it because I think it's important that you guys focus on what the issue is. So Ghost the Rapper got himself into a little bit of controversy. Not the rapper, like the literal definition, controversy. One of his most longtime viewers, I think his name is like Alonzo Zik or something, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. Ghost told me that Alonzo Zik was one of his friends, and basically they got into an argument about something or other, and now they're like not friends. And so Alonzo Zik released a freestyle of Ghost the Rapper from a couple of years ago. He sounds a lot younger, in which he used a racial slur, the N-word. There's a couple things I think about this because it's quite the accusation to make against somebody, because in the video there's like a KKK plastered all on screen, and he's like trying to imply that Ghost is like a racist person. Obviously I don't know anybody in this community like on a very personal level, but like professionally and throughout the time I've known him, Ghost has been very nice to me, so I'm not going to do anything biased. I'm just going to say how I interpreted it. Firstly, you have to look at it from a perspective of how it performed. It has no likes, has 7 dislikes, and a little bit and quite a few views, because Ghost the Rapper has a quite a large fan base. But there are a couple things that I'm skeptical about with this thing. Number one, I'm not even entirely sure that the person in the video who's rapping is Ghost the Rapper, because it sounds completely different than what Ghost the Rapper sounds like. It may have been him from a couple of years ago when he was, younger. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna sound different in 4 years. I'm 14. But unless there's like undeniable proof that it is Ghost the Rapper, you can't. It's like kind of an innocent until proven guilty kind of thing. Because although in the beginning of the song it says Ghost the Rapper, that could be somebody else portraying him. Because there's such a stark difference between him then, or supposedly, and him actually now, that it's difficult to tell. So that's a bit of an issue with how I viewed this. But if it is Ghost the Rapper, then at least that is something that's cleared up. Now, he did say that the N-word in the song, and I'm not saying what he said is right by any means. Like, don't get me wrong, that's not good and shouldn't be saying that. But you also have to consider this is probably years and years ago, and I'm kind of a person that doesn't like to judge people on what they've done in the past, unless that thing was like incredibly severe and like ruined the lives of a bunch of people. Unless it's like on that kind of scale, I usually like to look at who the person is now, as if they've grown and matured as a person. Every Ghost song that I've ever listened to does not have any racial slurs or any sexist language or like any kind of things like that. That's just me. That's what I've heard, and those are the songs that I've listened to. If this is an actual song from him from a couple of years ago, he did say that word, but I think that, looking at him as a person today, it doesn't seem like he's that kind of person who would do that again. That's what I'm really taking out of all of this, because I can only look at it from an unbiased perspective, because I'm obviously, once again, I don't personally know him. Obviously, once again, this was not right of him to do. I think it's important to look at him as who he is now, not who he was. Even if, he did say something bad, if he apologizes for it, if it is him, if he apologizes for it and he's clearly a better person now, then I see no reason why we continue to harass him about it, because that's not good for anybody, isn't it? It doesn't provide any benefit to anyone, and it's really just long at the end of the day for us to all do that. It's really just annoying. So yeah, those are my main kind of points. I'm not even sure if it's him. It wasn't right of him to say it, but we should look at who he is now. And I really just wanted to kind of address this because Ghost the Rapper is one of my closest friends in the rap community, and I think it's important that we address this issue and figure out all the things behind it and get to the bottom of it. But if it is truly him and he apologizes for it, I think at the end of the day, it's obviously not right of him. I think it's important to look at who he is today and not who he was, as I've mentioned. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about it. I will be uploading later in the day as well, so make sure you stick around for that, and I will see you in a bit. Take care. Peace.